I quit my job with no backup plan, and it turned out to be the best decision I could have ever done. Let's get into it. Hey y'all, my name is Malaya Kishora. I am a licensed clinical counselor. I'm a certified comedic yoga instructor, and I am a trauma certified therapist as well. Y'all, my friend, I remember she told me, she was like, girl, you got the faith of a mustard seed. And she was right. Like, I was working at a job where I was making almost $80,000. I had great benefits. I feel like on paper, it looked like I was doing everything right. And I had worked so hard to get to that place where I was making that amount of money. But the truth is, y'all, is that the environment, it drained the life out of me. And I said this in so many of my videos, but I felt like my life was not aligned, and I felt like my future was looking bleak. And I'm just like, this ain't it for me at this point. So let me be clear, y'all. I love the work I was doing. I loved working with my students. I love being able to teach workshops, host healing groups. Like, it was everything to me. But the environment made me actually hate everything about it. I felt like it was cold in the building. I felt like the women were extremely racist, and they tried to dehumanize me, especially when I first got there, being the only woman of color. And I'm just like, there is no way I want to be in an environment like this. Like, it was cold all the time. I felt like I didn't want to be somewhere where I had to be there 8 to 5 all freaking day, and then I'm in an environment that I don't really like. And mind you, there was great things about it, but I felt like the holistic aspect of it, it just made me very uncomfortable. I would go to work and I would have so much anxiety. I would sit in my office and just cry sometimes because I just felt very uncomfortable there. I felt like it was always just very weird energy, and I'm just like, what am I doing here? That's what I kept asking myself, like, what am I doing here? And I just felt like I did not like the town I was living in. Now that I'm gone, I low-key miss it. They had good food out there, but but I just did not like just the vibe of the people out there for me. It just, like, not everybody, no, I'm not gonna say everybody, but I just felt like there was a lot of things that I'm like, this is not the life that I want to live for myself moving forward. And it was a great place to be when I was getting myself together, healing, evolving myself in my career. But I felt like at that point I had hit a wall. Bow. And I'm like, okay, what are we going to do? So one day I really thought about it, and I'm like, bro, I have no kids. I ain't got no man. I don't have no obligations. And so I decided to just ask myself, like, what do I want for my life? You know, I felt like I never really got an option to choose. I just felt like my life was constantly rushed. I was rushed into, I didn't know what I wanted to do after I graduated with my bachelor's. So I decided to go to grad school. I feel like I made great decisions, but I just felt like I really didn't make choices for myself that I'm like, okay, this is actually what I really want to do, and this is what I want my life to look like. It was just, I was going with the flow, going with the motions of life. So I got into quantum jumping. In the quantum realm, or quantum entanglement, there is nothing that is not possible. And so you can tap into any timeline. And so I was quantum jumping every single day. And every time I quantum jumped, I would see myself at a beach, like dancing, just vibing, doing yoga, like swimming. And I'm like, where is this beach at? Where is this place? And I just felt like my future self, she was calling me. She was like, girl, this is where you need to be. So I decided to fast. I did a 28-day fast. You can check my video out. I'm gonna link it. It's gonna come up here or up there. I don't know where it goes, but it's gonna come up there. And so I'm going to link the video, but I did a 28-day fast, and on that fast I drank water and I consumed sea moss only, and that's where I got my clarity. And after I fasted, it was like, oh my God, I had low-key been planning to move to Costa Rica. I wanted to move to Costa Rica, build my business, like take care of my mental health, my physical health, and just focus on me, clear myself of all debt. And so I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. It was like almost like a aha moment. And so I did not know how I was gonna do this, like how all of this was gonna come about. But I, like, my job kept telling me before I was leaving, they was like, you're gonna get a a refund. You just have to, do these things, get the refund. And y'all, in my head, I was thinking like, okay, it'll be like $500, nothing serious. Y'all, that was not $500. It was enough to get me here. And I was like, oh. I felt like when they were telling me about it, I wasn't in the mindset to really even think like, what am I getting? Like, what is this about? Like, I was just like, I'm done. I'm leaving. Y'all can't keep me here. Ain't nobody keeping me anywhere. I'm doing what the hell I want to do. And it's get out of here. I felt like my timeline was going this way, but I felt like it was almost like a gap in the timeline, and I just jumped. And I'm like, okay, the door opened for me, and it was like everything literally started to align for me to get exactly where I need to be. Like when I got to Costa Rica, it was like everything was just like, it was aligning so good. Like I felt like, yes, there were challenges. Yes, there are challenges, but I feel like, y'all, like life is a challenge sometimes, but you have to look at it from a perspective of, okay, do I want these challenges or do I want these challenges? And I wanted these challenges, the ones that was over here in Costa Rica. Like I deal with the bugs, okay? I will deal with the things that are different, the elements of life. Like I love all of this, and I feel like I was like really focused on getting myself out of debt. I am focused on like moving myself out of debt, and like moving out here, my expenses are like almost $2,000 less than what I was spending out back in America where I was staying. So I'm just currently like working as a licensed therapist. Like the cool thing about my current career, right, is that I can literally work wherever I want to work. And so I'm just working, doing my little vibes. I only work like 20 hours a week, if that. I'm building myself up to 20 hours a week, and I'm able to sustain myself just by doing that. And so I'm building my business, I'm healing my nervous system. Like going to the beach and being able to swim as much as I want is so healing and so therapeutic for my soul. And I felt like this is exactly what I needed, and I felt like quitting my job was the best decision I could have ever did. And when I tell y'all, I was terrified. I was like, oh my God, am I making a mistake? It kept coming up so many times, but then I'm like, no, I trust myself. I trust that I'm guiding myself exactly where I need to be. Like I am the steward of my own life, and I am in control of how it goes, of course with the help of the creator. But I felt like the creator was nudging me like, girl, get your ass out of here. It's time to go, okay? It's time for us to move somewhere else, to show up and to be who you're destined to be. And I just felt like back at home, back in America, I was drowning in debt. I was drowning in consumerism. I was tired of dealing with racism, white supremacy, just everything. I'm like, bro, the media, listening to the news. All right, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I never listen to the news. My mama will be telling me stuff that would be going on. I'm like, girl, I actually don't care to hear this. Like, we don't need to talk about this because this is not my reality. Like, I'm focusing on the world that I live in, which is my reality. What you focus on is your reality. So I just was like, I need to get out of all of this, and I feel like I can breathe so deeply now. It's just it's a cool vibe. It's a cool vibe. I met this guy out here, and I met him. He like works at PBS, and he's from New York, and he was basically telling me he did the same thing I did. He moved and he like sold all his stuff, sold his car, and he said like when you get out here and you get into this environment, he said like things really start to align for you. Like you just have to trust the process, and like just this frequency of being in this area is such a higher frequency, I personally feel like, and I've noticed. And so I'm just like, he was right. Everything he said was right. And I'm like, oh my God, my life is literally aligning. Like I'm figuring out things that I just didn't even know that I needed to figure out. And I just feel like for the first time ever, my life actually is making sense. Like my mom was telling me, she was like, I'm just so proud of you, and I'm just so happy like to hear how you're talking about your life. Like you never talked about it in this way. And she was like, it's inspiring to me. And I feel like I finally chose the life that I wanted to live in. And I think as humans, we deserve the autonomy to choose our reality instead of having it projected on us. And we have it projected on us so much that we believe that we're making a choice, but it's not really the choice that we're choosing. It's the choice that somebody else is making for us, but they're manipulating us to believe that it's our choice. That's the media for you. That's the news. That's all these different platforms constantly trying to control you and manipulate your mind. I just want to say thank you so much for watching this, and I appreciate you just hearing my story, and I hope this can inspire you. And maybe you're thinking about quitting your job, or you're not, just, it doesn't have to be quitting your job, but quitting something that you feel like is not aligned with you. Take that damn risk. Like, sometimes you don't have to have everything figured out. Sometimes you have to just trust the process, and you never know, it can all work out for you. So who's to say that you don't deserve that and it's not meant to work out for you, right? Why not you? I will, of course, talk to you never again. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. I gotta say it every time because it feels good. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if I'm kidding or not. Am I kidding? Am I serious? Who knows? But I will talk to you guys next time. I love you so much. And if you guys have not noticed, I will be posting every day for the next 8 weeks. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna believe in myself. I feel like I keep trying to push myself to be consistent with posting, and this time around I'm doing it. So I want you guys to look out for my videos. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the post notification on, so when every time I post, you will be notified. Okay? Mwah, I love you so much, so much. Okay, bye.